the face who runs the place.
I am the best thing going today.
Rest in peace.
The future is standing in front of you.
Well, Judgment Day didn't exactly go to plan, did it? I've had a full week to think about what happened at Judgment Day, and I can safely say that I think Miz and Ziggler planned the whole thing. And Miz, I don't know what Dolph has promised you, but I can promise you that you will regret costing me the Intercontinental title. Wait a minute, I can say straight off that what I did at Judgment Day had nothing to do with Dolph Ziggler. I wanted to send a message, and I did so by not only attacking you, but I also attacked the Intercontinental Champion himself. Why don't you get in this ring, Miz, and fight me head on, instead of jumping me in the middle of a title match? Good one, AJ, but I'm clearly not dressed for fighting right now, as you can see. Plus, I have a moneymaker to maintain, that being my face. Well, that moneymaker of yours, Miz, has got you into some hot water because tonight you will be in action. Shane, I will wrestle tonight on one condition, and this is going to be beneficial for both you and me. It's going to be beneficial for you because it's going to bring in ratings and money. And it will be beneficial for me because I am suggesting an Intercontinental Championship match tonight between me and Dolph Ziggler. Whoa, if we're talking IC title matches, I was the one who got screwed out of the title at Judgment Day, thanks to this idiot. Shane, if you're thinking about making that match official, then I suggest adding me, and we have ourselves a triple threat match tonight. Alright, I like it. So, tonight on SmackDown Live, we will have Dolph Ziggler defending his Intercontinental Championship against The Miz and AJ Styles in a triple threat match. And that will be our main event this evening. And so the first man to gain a pinfall or submission in this triple threat match will walk out as the Intercontinental Champion. And here we go, and look at The Miz rushing to the outside of the ring. And so AJ Styles and Ziggler start things off in the ring as there's a big drop kick to the champion. And now The Miz decides to join in, targeting Styles and plants him with a reverse DDT. Now the forearm right to the skull as well by The Miz. And now wait a second, The Miz with a right hand. No way, skull crushing finale. And we may have a new champion right here. Off skull crushing finale, The Miz. No, Styles breaks it up. And now Ziggler back up to his feet. The Miz with a snapmare driver, driving the skull of the champion into the mat. And now AJ, snap suplex. And now The Miz with another right hand and another skull-crushing finale. But Styles, clothesline, taking out The Miz. Pin him, AJ, pin him. No, Styles. Pele kick to the champion. And now AJ making sure that Ziggler is done for. We have got a new champion. Here comes the Styles Clash. No! Ziggler with a fireman's carry takeover again. A much needed reversal there for the champion. And now Ziggler with a snapmare takedown. Drop kick right to the back. And now Ziggler to retain the championship. Shoots the half here on Styles. Another near fall. And now while The Miz is back, big kick to the gut, and now The Miz from behind. No, skull-crushing finale. Skull-crushing finale to the champion. The Miz with the cover. The Miz is Intercontinental Champion.
How much longer do I have to wait to accomplish the dream that's my fate? I've worked so hard to get this far. I'm never here for anything, for some reason this sticks in my brain. The path is unclear. Where do we go from here? The future is distant, but if we stay true, our hearts will guide us through. The bylines, the fast cars, the people who said I'd never be, the music flowing inside of me. The bright lights, the fast cars, the people who said I'd never be. Just wait your turn and you will see. The music speaks to my soul. We have put so much into this, and I am willing to defend it with my fist. So many people.
Welcome everybody to another edition of SmackDown Live. We are coming to you tonight from Providence, Rhode Island, and we are set to kick things off with the new Intercontinental Champion, The Miz.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. Well, there is the man that shocked the world last week here on SmackDown Live when he became the new Intercontinental Champion by defeating Dolph Ziggler and the phenomenal AJ Styles in the triple threat main event match. The Miz is now the second Intercontinental Champion in the new era of WWE. And I don't think we're going to live this down, guys. I think The Miz has a lot of things to get off his chest, and that includes bragging a whole lot. Let's hear from the new Intercontinental Champion right now. Well, well, well. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? Ladies and gentlemen, your new Intercontinental Champion, yours truly, The Miz. When my hand goes up, your mouths go shut. Last week, I shocked the world when I defeated AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler in a triple threat match to become the new Intercontinental Champion, but none of you should have been surprised because I am the most must-see WWE superstar of all time. Dolph can't even use the excuse that he wasn't involved in the decision because I pinned him 1, 2, 3 in the ring. Oh, well, here he comes. The man that The Miz is talking about. There is the former Intercontinental Champion, the show-off Dolph Ziggler. And you gotta wonder what this man is thinking right now because, I mean, Dolph Ziggler didn't have a choice in this. It was The Miz that suggested that triple threat matchup last week. Dolph Ziggler didn't get a say at all, and he winds up losing his championship. Congratulations, Miz. But remember, I have my automatic rematch, and I intend to use it in due time. But I would be stupid to not take advantage of these Money in the Bank qualifying matches that are happening right now. That's why I went to the general manager of SmackDown Live, Shane McMahon, and requested a Money in the Bank qualifying match tonight. He, in turn, gave me what I wanted, a Money in the Bank qualifying match with AJ Styles. Well, that isn't such a bad idea, Dolph. Tell you what, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm going to request a Money in the Bank qualifying match of my own. Then, I'll go on to Money in the Bank in 3 weeks, win the Money in the Bank briefcase, inside a contract guaranteeing me a World Heavyweight Championship matchup anytime I want it. Then, not only will I be the Intercontinental Champion, but I also get the chance to be SmackDown World Champion at the same time. Well, while you keep living in your delusion, my match is next, so I'd advise you to get out of the ring before I kick your head off. Well, Dolph Ziggler is clearly not in the mood here tonight, and I don't blame him. I would do what he says, Miz. And it seems the Miz will oblige here. The Miz is leaving, handing the ring over to Dolph Ziggler. And as you just heard, ladies and gentlemen, our first matchup here tonight will be Dolph Ziggler taking on this man, AJ Styles, in a Money in the Bank qualifying match. This ought to be good. The following contest is a Money in the Bank qualifying match, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Gainesville, Georgia, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Well, who is going to advance to the Money in the Bank ladder match? We are going to find out next when Dolph Ziggler takes on AJ Styles. We are back here on SmackDown Live in preparation for our first matchup of the evening. It is a Money in the Bank qualifying match between the phenomenal AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler, the former Intercontinental Champion. And there's the bell. We are underway with our first matchup of the evening as these two men lock up in the center of the ring. And there's a nice amateur wrestling takedown by Ziggler. And Dolph Ziggler just imposing his will here on Styles early on. Dolph Ziggler in a very frustrated mood after losing his Intercontinental title last week. Oh, and you see it right there, the cheap shot, possibly out of frustration. I mean, we know that Dolph Ziggler is all about cheap shots, but, I mean, I don't blame him here tonight. He had no part in losing his championship last week. The Miz started to suggest that he should get an Intercontinental Championship match. And well, that stemmed into the triple threat main event that we got last week. Big drop kick there by Ziggler, taking Styles out of the ring momentarily to regroup. Styles now, though, back inside the ring. And Ziggler with another takedown. That amateur wrestling background of Dolph Ziggler coming into play here. As now there's a jawbreaker by AJ. Follows it up with a Hurricane Rana. And there's a big shot by Styles as Ziggler gets picked back up to his feet and set up against the ropes. AJ with a clothesline, sending Ziggler to the outside now. And AJ Styles will follow. As now Ziggler with an arm drag on the outside. And Styles just tossed down to the ground. Ziggler now heads back inside the ring. And Ziggler's just going to taunt away to the fans. And now here comes a fired up AJ Styles. Oh, caught with that jumping clothesline. And now the show off, dropping an elbow right to the chest. And now Dolph Ziggler in full control of this matchup. Fireman's carry takeover by Ziggler. And again, just taunting away to the fans. Showing off, if you like. And now Dolph Ziggler stomping on the chest of Styles in the corner. And this matchup has pretty much been all Ziggler thus far. AJ now sent across the ring into the other corner, and Ziggler delivers that Stinger Splash. WWE fans looking on here as now Dolph Ziggler with a snapmare takedown. Following it up now with a rolling neck snap. Snapping the neck of AJ Styles. And now Dolph Ziggler went for the right hand, possibly looking for the zigzag. AJ countered it. And now here's AJ. Suplex, no. Turns it into a neck breaker. Wow. Innovative move there by Styles, and now off the ropes, dropping the knee right to the chest of Ziggler. And the show-off is now in trouble. And remember, the winner here tonight will go on to the Money in the Bank ladder match in 3 weeks, as there's an elbow by Styles right to the skull of Ziggler. And now Ziggler missing. Oh, Pele kick by AJ. AJ catching Ziggler there with a Pele kick. Here's the first cover of this match, and Ziggler will kick out at 2. AJ Styles trying to put Ziggler away there off the Pele kick, but to no avail. And now Styles may be looking for the Styles Clash, but Ziggler turns it into a face buster. And now Dolph Ziggler measuring Styles. Maybe looking for the zigzag. No, instead, a kick to the midsection, follows it up with a neck breaker. And now Ziggler into the cover to advance to the Money in the Bank ladder match. No, only a 1 count. Styles back up to his feet now thanks to Ziggler. Oh, and there's a back elbow. And Styles again wisely getting out of there. Regrouping on the outside momentarily, and now he's back in again. And now Styles with a shot to the back. Ziggler set up against the ropes again. But this time Styles sends him outside. And now here comes the phenomenal one. Tope con hilo. Over the top rope goes AJ Styles, taking out Ziggler on the outside. And now Ziggler back up to his feet. Jab though there from Ziggler. And now Styles gets sent back inside the ring. And now Ziggler with the right hand. There's the zigzag. Is that going to be enough for Ziggler to advance to the Money in the Bank ladder match? No, kick out at 2 once again. This time by AJ. And now wait a second, Ziggler's backing up. Tuning up the band, looking for the super kick. AJ, look out. Oh, AJ ducks it. And now AJ, nice arm drag there. And now it's Styles, knee right to the face. And another Pele kick. Here's the hook to the leg by Styles once again. Another near fall though. Dolph Ziggler is a very desperate man. After losing his Intercontinental title, he wants to go on to the Money in the Bank ladder match to become Mr. Money in the Bank. As now Styles wearing down the leg of Ziggler. And now went for the kick to the gut. Ziggler caught the leg and delivers a belly-to-belly suplex. And now Ziggler with a clothesline. And a second one. Ziggler now is rolling. Third clothesline to Styles. And now Styles backs up into the corner. Takes Ziggler down though. And delivers a shot to him. Kick to the midsection, and now AJ setting up Ziggler. Vertical suplex. And now AJ Styles maybe looking for the Styles Clash again. But again Ziggler counters with a fireman's carry takeover. And now it's Ziggler with a shot to the back. Oh, and face first there goes Styles into the top turnbuckle. And now Ziggler with something big in mind. Styles is up top. Ziggler gonna join him up there. And now Ziggler off the top right with a face buster. And now looking for the super kick again. He is primed to deliver it, and there it is. The super kick to AJ. Ziggler is going to Money in the Bank. No! Styles was able to kick out of the super kick. Wow. That is resilience. As now look at this. Ziggler looking in the sleeper hold. He has the body scissors applied. And Styles may have to tap out here. Dolph Ziggler with the sleeper hold. But look at AJ fighting out and manages to escape. And now Ziggler picked back up to his feet again. Spinning back fist. And now Styles with the Pele kick once more. Styles though this time not going to go for the cover. Instead has Ziggler up on his shoulders. Styles! What a move! Side slam into the cover. Ziggler kicks out again. What a matchup. And this is just the first matchup of the evening. As now, wait a minute. Styles looking for the phenomenal forearm. Will he be able to connect it? No, Ziggler gets out of the way. And now Ziggler went for the kick. Styles caught him with an elbow. Arm dragged though by Ziggler. Super kick. And Styles' head hit that turnbuckle. But wait a minute.
Please have quiet on the set.
Miz? What is Miz doing back out here? The Miz is coming back out of the ring. Why? What is the meaning of this? The Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, is back out here again. And Ziggler is distracted. He turns around into another Pele kick. Another Pele kick by Styles. And now Styles looking to finish off Ziggler. Styles setting him up. Here comes the Styles Clash. Delivered it perfectly. Styles into the cover. Styles is going to the Money in the Bank ladder match. Give the assist to The Miz. Well, that is the second time that because of a distraction, Dolph Ziggler has lost to AJ Styles. First it happened leading up to the Backlash pay-per-view when Chris Jericho distracted Ziggler, enabling Styles to get the win. And now it just happened again, only the difference being that it was The Miz who provides the distraction. Nevertheless, Styles is heading to Money in the Bank. Well, still to come your way tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be quite the show as the SmackDown World Champion Finn Balor returns to in-ring action here tonight. Also coming your way tonight, the SmackDown Tag Team titles will be on the line as American Alpha, who became the #1 contenders last week here on SmackDown Live, they get their opportunity against the New Day here tonight. And the King of the Ring tournament begins for the SmackDown brand as tonight Chris Jericho comes up against the debuting Roman Reigns in a first round match in the King of the Ring tournament. Shane, I promise if you let Ziggler stay in the building next week, he will interfere in my Money in the Bank qualifying match. And I know you don't want a big match like that being interrupted. Okay, Miz, you may have a point. So I suggest, as your Intercontinental Champion, to ban Dolph Ziggler from the building for the entire show next week. That way, I get to have my match without any interruptions, and you get to have the show pan out the ideal way you would like it to. Alright, as big of a mouth as you may have, Miz, this one I can agree with you on. But I think banning him all night is a bit excessive, so I'll keep him out of the building for your match only next week. How does that sound? Thank you. That is all I wanted, Shane. Well, the Miz is definitely up to something. As here comes Y2J, set for action here tonight in the King of the Ring tournament. The following contest is a first round match in the King of the Ring tournament. Introducing first from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, Y2J, Chris Jericho. Well, Chris Jericho making his way out to the ring here tonight. And earlier on, he told me he is sick and tired of losing. The fans depend on him every time he steps in that ring. And in his own words, he is letting them all down. Those are the words of Chris Jericho when I spoke to him earlier on tonight. So Jericho needs this advance in the King of the Ring tournament. And listen to that reaction. Here comes Roman Reigns, introducing his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, Roman Reigns. Well, there is Roman Reigns, the juggernaut of SmackDown Live. And this is the first time we have seen Roman Reigns in the new era of WWE. And as you can tell, he's not a very popular guy. But that does not matter to a guy like Roman Reigns. He is not fussed whether you cheer him or you boo him. He just wants to earn his money and beat people up. And so Roman Reigns has the opportunity in his very first matchup of the new era to advance in the King of the Ring tournament. And remember, the winner of the King of the Ring tournament will receive a World Heavyweight Championship match, whichever brand they're on, at the SummerSlam pay-per-view. Huge stakes in the King of the Ring tournament as Roman Reigns gets set to take on Y2J. And so here we go. The referee calls for the bell and we are now underway. And Roman Reigns, my goodness, starts things off with a massive clothesline. And now the ground and pound by Reigns. Big shots right there to the skull of Jericho. And now Jericho, pulled back into a headbutt. Roman Reigns is of course part of the Wyatt family. His father Sika, his brother Rosie, and his cousins include Umaga, Rikishi, the Usos, and The Rock, just to name a few. The Wyatt family is a very big family, as you can tell from the names I've just mentioned. And it has a rich history in WWE, as there's some clotheslines in the corner by Reigns. And one out of the corner as well. And Reigns is feeling it here tonight. It has been all Roman Reigns thus far, as there's another headbutt. Elbow drop now by Reigns to the chest of Jericho. Oh, but now look at Jericho. Jawbreaker to Reigns, creating separation, and there's a forearm. A forearm from Y2J. And now Jericho is back in this match. And remember, the winner here tonight, as Reigns delivers the forearm to the gut, will advance in the King of the Ring tournament, as there's the Samoan drop. Roman Reigns taking back control with the Samoan drop. And there's a big right hand right to the skull. And now, Reigns is calling for it. This is what he calls the Rainstorm Punch. Nailing Chris Jericho in the skull. And now Roman Reigns setting up Jericho off the Rainstorm Punch with a powerbomb. Here's the cover by Reigns. Jericho kicks out at 2. And Roman Reigns thought he had Y2J right there. Stomp now to the back. And Reigns slamming the arm of Jericho into the mat. And now Roman Reigns driving his elbows into the shoulder blades of Chris Jericho. Jericho really needs a big move to get back into this match. Fireman's carry takeover, that may be it. That may be the move that Jericho needs to get back into this match. Clothesline now in the corner. Follows it up with a running bulldog. And now Jericho is rolling. Jericho is fired up. But Reigns again with the forearm to the gut. Now a big right hand. And there's another one. And a third. And Reigns went for the kick to the gut. Jericho caught the leg. Now a shoulder tackle. And there's another one. Reigns, though, right back up to his feet. Sends Jericho to the apron. I believe Reigns thinks Jericho went out of the ring. Double axe handle off the top. And Jericho once again is rolling. Chris Jericho. The cocky son of a gun. And well, Jericho, you kind of asked for them chants. I mean, that was kind of a bit too cocky if you ask me. As now Chris Jericho hooking the arms of Reigns. Butterfly backbreaker. You still got it. Chance now for Jericho as there's the Lion Soul. Jericho now into the cover to put Roman Reigns away. To advance in the King of the Ring tournament. No. Kick out at 2. And now we've got some Jericho chants as well. Jericho does have his fans. As now Jericho Codebreaker. His finishing move. The Codebreaker. Jericho may have him here. Jericho may have Reigns. No. Another kick out at 2. Near fall there for Y2J. As now he heads to the apron. And here's Jericho. Tope Atomico. Nobody home. Reigns got out of the way. And now Roman. Gonna send Jericho into the corner. And now a kick. And another headbutt. And a big right hand. Jericho now set up on the ropes. Roman Reigns out of the ring. Lining up Y2J. There's the drive-by. That drop kick on the ring apron. And now Reigns. Looking to go after the legs of Jericho, but Jericho kicks him away. And now Jericho taunting away to the fans. He needs their support. As now Jericho, well, look at this. Look at the movement here. Trying to take Reigns off guard, and he does with the Enziguri. Oh, and there's a big stomp right to the arm. And now Jericho slamming the arm of Reigns into the mat. Jericho targeting the arms of Roman. As now Jericho looking for a powerbomb maybe. Reigns turns it into an arm drag. Nice reversal there by Reigns. And now, Reigns is locked and loaded. Roman Reigns is locked and loaded. Looking for another rainstorm punch perhaps. Jericho, you better look out. Oh, there it is. Rainstorm punch for the second time in this match. And now Reigns calling for it. Jericho is in trouble. Here comes Reigns off the rope. Spear. The spear by Reigns. Hooking the outside leg of Jericho. Reigns advances in the King of the Ring tournament. Congratulations to Roman Reigns, but another loss here tonight for Chris Jericho as we take a look at this again. First, the Rainstorm punch right to the skull of Y2J. And then Reigns would call for the spear, his finishing maneuver. He has put a lot of men away with this move down in NXT. And tonight it spelled the end for Chris Jericho. Well, Roman Reigns advances in the King of the Ring tournament here tonight. He makes it to the next round. But I've got to wonder, how does Jericho feel right about now? I mean, it's clear from his comments earlier on tonight when I spoke to him that these losses are getting to him. What is next for Y2J? Well, coming your way next here on tonight's show, the SmackDown World Heavyweight Champion Finn Balor returns to in-ring action. That is coming your way next. I wonder who he's facing. Welcome back everybody to SmackDown Live. And it is now time for the return of the SmackDown World Heavyweight Champion. Here comes the leader of the Balor Club. Finn Balor is back on SmackDown. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Bray County, Wicklow, Ireland, he is the SmackDown World Heavyweight Champion, Finn Balor! Well, the last time we saw Finn Balor, it was at the Judgment Day pay-per-view when Finn defended his SmackDown World Heavyweight Championship against The Undertaker and Bray Wyatt in a triple threat match. Tonight, Finn Balor is back, and he returns to in-ring action. The question is, though, who is he set to face? Finn Balor is prepared for anyone. Finn Balor, of course, was able to successfully defend his SmackDown World title at the Judgment Day pay-per-view, defying the odds and defeating both Bray Wyatt and The Undertaker. But wait a second! Oh my goodness! Bobby Roode is Finn Balor's opponent tonight. Hallelujah! The WWE fans singing the theme tune of the Glorious One here tonight. Introducing his opponent from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the Glorious Bobby Roode. Well, Bobby Roode made his in-ring debut to the new era of WWE last week when he made his first appearance on SmackDown Live. And now, a week later, Bobby Roode has a tremendous opportunity coming up against the SmackDown World Champion. Bobby Roode will of course be part of the Money in the Bank ladder match in 3 weeks after qualifying last week here on SmackDown Live against Chris Jericho. We are underway. It is Balor versus Roode right here on SmackDown Live, and what a matchup this is going to be. As Balor starts things off with a hammerlock here on Roode. Roode though able to counter and now has the arm of Balor. Balor, though, turning the tide, grabbing hold of Roode's arm now. And it's Balor who is in control. Not for long, though, as now Roode takes Balor down to the mat with the armbar. And now Rude just wrenching away on the arm of Balor. Balor able to roll back up to a vertical base. Rude, though, sends Balor off the ropes. And now, oh, power slam. And a big kick right there as well to follow it up. And now Bobby Roode getting Balor back up to his feet. And now the SmackDown World Champion set up against the ropes. What has Rude got planned here? Oh, come on, Rude. Just choking Finn Balor there on the ropes. No respect from Rude here tonight. And now Rude up on the second rope. Went for the knees. Balor got out of the way. And now Finn Balor looking for a comeback. Elbow right there to the back of the neck. Kick into the midsection. Oh, and a drop kick right to the skull. And now Balor stomping on the arm of Rude. And the Glorious One is now reeling. Fireman's carry takeover now by Rude, though. And a big shot there to Balor. Balor, though, reverses back. Rude is down once again, and there's another stomp right to the arm. Finn Balor targeting severely on that arm of Bobby Roode, but there's a kick right to the skull. And now Bobby Roode setting up Balor, fisherman suplex. Didn't bridge it, though. He thought about it there for a second, but decided against it. Perhaps too early in this match for a cover. And now Bobby Roode just cranking away at the neck of the SmackDown World Champion. Balor back up to his feet once again, and now Bobby Roode has Balor. Russian leg sweep. Taking down the SmackDown World Champion, and now Bobby Roode is in full control as he drives his knee into the back of the neck. And again, just no respect here from the Glorious One. No respect to the champion, as now Finn Balor trying to battle out of this precarious situation. Finn Balor now with some big shots, able to escape. The shoulder claw, and now Roode off the ropes. Balor missing the drop kick, and now Roode with a snapmare takedown. Oh, and he follows it up with that rolling neck snap. Reminiscent of Mr. Perfect. A WWE legend, of course, as Balor with a punch to the gut. And now pulling Bobby Roode back into a Hurricane Rana. And now you hear the Finn chants from the WWE fans. They are fully behind the SmackDown World Champion. Shotgun dropkick to Bobby Roode. Driving Roode back there in the turnbuckle. Here's the cover. First one of the match. And a kick out at 1. More damage needs to be made to Bobby Roode to get the victory. And now Balor knows that. Knee into the midsection now by Roode. And look at this. Spinebuster. Spinebuster from Roode. Here's the cover now by the Glorious One. And a 2 count. Couldn't put Balor away there off the Spinebuster. Bobby Roode arguing there with the official momentarily. But now looking for the glorious DDT. Finn Balor, though, caught the leg and delivers that dragon screw leg whip. And once again the Finn chants are in full effect, as now Balor from behind. Reverse 1916. Balor hooking the outside leg once again here on Roode. Another 2 count here in this match. This time for Finn Balor. Oh, and there's another kick right to the skull by Bobby Roode, and a big clothesline takes down Balor. I don't think Roode connected all of that clothesline, but he connected enough to take Balor off his feet. Double axe handle now right to the back. And now Roode, another one. Big double axe handles there to the back of Finn Balor, and now Roode with a neck breaker. Finn Balor is actually in a lot of trouble right now. Oh, but there's an uppercut. Balor now going to try and fight back as he delivers a shot to the back. And now Roode is up against the ropes. And Finn Balor sending him out of the ring. Here comes the SmackDown World Champion, Tope con Hilo, taking out Bobby Roode on the outside. And Finn Balor is feeling it. A very competitive matchup here tonight between these two men. Bobby Roode is a star in the making. He has been a star every place he has been, every wrestling promotion he has ever been a part of. And I cannot see any difference now that he's part of WWE. Code breaker by Balor. But look at Roode kicking Balor away so he couldn't go for the cover. Here's a cover now by Roode. And a kick out at one by Balor. And now Bobby Roode with a big shot to the back of Finn Balor, following it up with another neck breaker. And now here comes Roode off the ropes, dropping an elbow right to the chest. And there's another one. Another big time elbow drop right to the chest of Balor. And now Bobby Roode has Balor up on his shoulders. The Roode Bomb. The Roode Bomb delivered. But Bobby Roode is not capitalizing. Bobby Roode may be thinking about something else. Trying to get Balor back up to his feet, but Balor caught him there with an elbow. And now Balor again from behind. Reverse 1916. Is that going to be enough for Finn Balor to win this match? No, it isn't. Roode is still alive. The resilience of Bobby Roode on full display here tonight. As now Finn Balor sends Roode off the ropes again. And there's the drop kick that he was looking for earlier. And now Finn Balor heading outside to the apron. And now measuring the glorious one. What has Balor got in store for him here? Springboard drop kick. Nicely delivered. Here's the cover again by Balor. Another 2 count. Bobby Roode just will not stay down. As another drop kick right to the back. Roode though, wrenching away on the arm there of Balor. And now a takedown. And look at Bobby Roode just disrespecting Finn Balor. And there's a slap right to the head. And now Bobby Roode kick to the midsection. Balor has been set up. Here comes the glorious DDT. Got it. Oh my goodness. Are we about to see this? Are we actually about to see this? Roode to pin the champion. No. Oh, that was close. That was too close. A 2 count there off the glorious DDT. And there's some resilience from Balor. As now off the double leg takedown. Balor heading up to the top rope. Coup de grace perhaps. No, instead an elbow right to the chest. The cover. Roode again stays alive. And the Finn chants have returned once again. As now Balor has Roode up. Powerbomb. And now a stomp right to the back. Bobby Roode being dragged in position. Balor's going to head up to the top rope again. And this time, he may be looking for the coup de grace. And there it is. Coup de grace delivered. And Finn Balor gets the victory over the glorious one. What a matchup here tonight between Finn Balor and the glorious Bobby Roode. Wait a minute, who the hell is that? That's Neville! Neville! We have not seen Neville since WrestleMania when he competed in the Intercontinental Championship Battle Royal! Imploding 450! What is Neville doing? Snap German suplex! The WWE fans are shocked as Neville is back. And now look at this. Powerbomb from Neville. Planning Finn Balor. And now Neville up top once again. This time for the Red Arrow. Neville is back on SmackDown Live. And that is a statement if I've ever seen one. Laying out the SmackDown World Champion. Welcome back everybody to SmackDown Live. The following contest is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Well, here come American Alpha, Chad Gable on the left, Jason Jordan on the right. And American Alpha last week here on SmackDown Live were able to become the #1 contenders to the SmackDown Tag Team Championships after they defeated the Gatecrashers. And so tonight, American Alpha get their opportunity to become the SmackDown Tag Team Champions when they take on the New Day.
WWE Universe, don't you dare be sour. Clap for your tag champs and feel the power. It's a new day, yes it is.
And here come the New Day, the current SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods. And of course, the New Day operate via the Freebird rule, which means that any of their trio can compete here in this matchup, defending the SmackDown Tag Team titles. So the question is, which combination will we see in action here tonight? Will it be the traditional Big E and Kofi Kingston lineup? Or will they choose to add Xavier Woods to the mix? They did so the last time they defended the SmackDown Tag Team titles, and that was at the Backlash pay-per-view, the first SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view of the new era in WWE. Which lineup will they choose here this evening? We are about to find out. Introducing the participants. First, the challengers. The team of Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, American Alpha. And introducing their opponents. They are the current SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The team of Big E and Kofi Kingston, the New Day. Well, they have decided to go with the traditional lineup of Big E and Kofi Kingston. Not a bad choice at all by the New Day, as the SmackDown Tag Team titles are on the line in this matchup. So it is going to be Big E starting things off for the New Day and Chad Gable to start things off for American Alpha. And we are now underway as a headlock here by Gable to start things off. Big E quickly escapes. And there's a drop down. Oh, but Gable connects the drop kick. And you hear the trombone of Xavier Woods going off in the background there, as Chad Gable wrestles Big E to the mat and starts wearing down on his arm. Oh! Big stomp right there to the arm as well. The arm could potentially be a vocal point for Gable, as there's a snap suplex first coming out of this match, and Big E is able to quickly power out. Big E, of course, the powerhouse of the New Day, as there's a big uppercut to Gable. Oh, and there's a sit-out spinebuster to follow it up. Coming out from Big E, and a kick out at one by Gable. And now Chad Gable Getting a big shot right there, and there's another one right to the back. And now Big E off the ropes, went for the double axe handle. Gable, though, back up to a vertical base. And there's an elbow right to the back of the neck. Big E reverses and sends Gable to the apron. And now there's the power of Big E coming into play. Oh, and what a punch. Right to the skull there of Chad Gable. And now look at Big E trying to wear Gable down. The knuckles driven right into the skull. Chad Gable is a former Olympian as he delivers a jab. And look at this. Nice takedown. And now targeting the legs of the powerhouse. Gable needs to pick a limb and target it. That would be the best strategy for the much smaller Chad Gable. As now there's a Russian leg sweep taking down Big E once again. Tag made on both teams. And now in comes Kofi Kingston with a jumping clothesline to a tagged in Jason Jordan. Kofi went for the double foot stomp, but Jordan able to counter and deliver that big German suplex. Jason Jordan is a suplex machine, as now Kingston with a shot to the face. Jumping clothesline, and there's the double foot stomp that Kofi was looking for. And the WWE fans firmly behind Kofi Kingston. Oh, what a clothesline from Jordan, though. That one leveled Kingston. And now Kofi's going to be sent into the corner. Here comes Jordan. Oh, DDT. Kingston called him. And now Kofi off the ropes. Calling for it. Boom drop to Jason Jordan. And now Kingston looking to put this matchup away. Trouble in paradise, but Jordan reverses it. And now Jordan, overhead belly to belly suplex. And Jason Jordan is fired up. Big shot right there into the gut. And now Kofi's in the corner. And here's Jason Jordan with some big shots to the skull. The WWE fans are counting along with Jason Jordan all the way up to 10. And now Kingston picked back up to his feet. Fireman's carry takeover by Kofi. And there's a big right hand from Kingston, setting up Jordan for a back suplex. Went for the stomp, but Jordan rolls to the outside. That was a wise move there by Jordan, as now both men get back inside the ring. Jordan with a big elbow right to the back of the neck and just launching Kingston in the air. My goodness, the power of Jason Jordan. Kingston now back into the corner once again. Tag made, and in comes Gable. Now some double team action maybe here from American Alpha, targeting the arm of Kofi now. Arm crusher by Gable, and here's the cover to put Kingston away. 2 count. And now look at Gable going after the arm again here of Kofi, but Kofi delivers a forearm and now has Chad Gable. Kofi trying to isolate Gable away from his tag team partner, and this is why the New Day are the current SmackDown Tag Team Champions. It's moves and tactics like this, keeping Gable away from his partner at all times. There's now Big E, belly to belly suplex, taking down Gable. Gable though right back up to his feet thanks to Big E, able to reverse, and now Big E is in the corner. Momentarily is now crossbody from Gable out of the corner. Chad Gable now looking for a slam. Big E lands on his feet, and there's a kick right to the back of the leg. And now Gable sent into the New Day's corner. And uh-oh, it may be time for the Unicorn Stampede. Big E unloading on Gable in the corner with some stomps. Kofi Kingston tagging himself in. And now Kofi with some stomps. And now in comes Big E again. More stomps to the midsection. And the Unicorn Stampede concludes with this drop kick. And now Kingston gonna hook the outside leg off the Unicorn Stampede. Oh, and Jordan, I believe, broke that up. Big right hand now from Kofi. making Jordan pay. Forward Russian leg sweep, taking out Jordan. And now Kingston off the ropes again, calling for the boom drop. Gable though got out of the way of it. Gable knew that boom drop was coming. Great counter. And now Gable with a takedown into the ankle lock. Ankle lock applied. Kingston is in trouble. Do we have new champions? If Kingston taps, we'll have new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. But Kingston hanging in there. Able to escape the ankle lock. And now Kingston sending Gable into the corner once again. Tag back to Big E. Oh, and skull first into the boot goes Chad Gable. WWE fans behind the New Day right now. As now Big E with a stomp into the midsection. Jason Jordan, you saw him running there on the outside of the ring momentarily, trying to get back on to the apron so Gable can make a tag to him. And now Jordan is in position for the tag, but look at Big E manhandling Gable. Big E not allowing that tag to be made, but look at this, Gable, reverse DDT. Nice counter, but Gable though, not going to go for a tag. That may be a mistake. Straight jacket, German suplex. This could be it. Kofi though breaks up the cover. And now Jason Jordan taken down by Kofi. Oh, big kick right there. As now Gable picks up Big E, delivers a kick into the midsection. And now Gable, Russian leg sweep, taking down the powerhouse of the New Day. Following it up now with a leg drop. And Jason Jordan has been taken out of this matchup once again, thanks to Kofi Kingston. Gable is at it alone right now. As Big E with a fireman's carry takeover in the corner. WWE fans again doing the signature clap of the New Day, as now off the headbutt, Gable just gets tossed across the ring. And now Big E, another belly-to-belly suplex. And now Big E getting Gable back up to his feet and sending him into the corner once more. Big E now making a tag. In comes Kingston, who is in position for the Midnight Hour. The New Day with Midnight Hour. Kofi Kingston hooks the outside leg, and the New Day are still the champions. Let's take a look at that again. First, Big E with the second belly-to-belly suplex to Chad Gable here in this match. And then Big E would send Gable back into the corner for the Midnight Hour. The New Day's tag team finishing move. Watch this again. The Midnight Hour delivered in the center of the ring. Kingston would hook the leg to retain the tag team titles. American Alpha gave it their all here tonight. You saw Jason Jordan upset on the outside of the ring that they couldn't get the job done tonight. But at the end of the day, the New Day may be the better team. The New Day are still the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And they have held them championships since WrestleMania when they won them. Congratulations to Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. Welcome back everybody to SmackDown Live. The following contest is a women's division match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch. Well, it is time for some women's action here on SmackDown Live as the Irish lass kicker, Becky Lynch, looks to inspire the fire here in Providence, Rhode Island. And as we head closer to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, the more victories that you get, the closer you get to becoming the #1 contender to the SmackDown Women's title. Introducing her opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya. The Queen of Black Hearts, Natalya, now making her way out to the ring as she prepares to do battle with Becky Lynch here this evening. And Natalya, of course, is married to Tyson Kidd, the last graduate of the famous Hart Dungeon, led by Stu Hart. Natalya's uncle, Bret the Hitman Hart, has been one of the contributing factors in Natalya's career. He has taught Natalya everything she knows today. And let's not get into Natalya's father, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. You can bet that he's had an influence on Natalya as well, as Natalya went to strike Becky Lynch as soon as the bell rang. Lynch, though, able to counter with an arm drag, now dropping the leg, and a second leg drop to the windpipe of Natalya. Quick start to this matchup here tonight, as there's a big chop across the chest of Natalya, and an elbow right to the back of the neck. Natalya now, though, with a jawbreaker, and there's a basement dropkick to follow. Taking out the knees of Lynch and now slamming her arm into the mat. And so one of these women could potentially go on to face Emma for the SmackDown Women's title at Money in the Bank if they can stack up enough victories. Right now it is Becky Lynch in control of this match as she looks to target the arm of Natalya, possibly setting up for her finishing maneuver, the Disarmer. Becky Lynch turning away to the fans there. The fans are firmly behind the Irish Lass Kicker, is now once again targeting the arm. Slamming Natalya onto her arm there, as she now misses the drop kick. And now Natalya, oh, nice bulldog. The athleticism on display there by Natalya. As now Becky Lynch gets picked back up to her feet. And Natalya sets her up against the ropes. And now Lynch gets whipped off. Natalya with a big back elbow. Lynch picked back up to her feet as Natalya showing off her power, but Lynch turns it into a reverse DDT. Nice counter as there's the drop kick that Lynch was looking for a moment ago. And now once again going after the arm with that stomp. Oh, and now slamming Natalya's arm into the mat once more. Becky Lynch really focusing in on the arm of Natalya. Great strategy by Becky Lynch. As there's a jawbreaker. Taking Natalya down, and now Becky Lynch measuring the Queen of Black Hearts. Oh, Natalya able to counter what Lynch was thinking there with the arm drag. And now again the power on display as Lynch gets hung up there on the top rope. Becky Lynch now back up to a vertical base as Natalya from behind has Becky Lynch. Oh, but look at this. Great counter into a pinning predicament for Natalya. And a kick out at 2. Natalya now with a cover. And Lynch will kick out at 2 also. Big shot now into the midsection by Lynch, and there's a chop and an elbow to the chest. Springboard side kick now, sending Natalya to the outside of the ring. And now Natalya right back in, into Becky Lynch's grasp. No small package. Natalya, the cover. Kick out at 1. Competitive women's matchup this is thus far, as now Natalya in the corner with Lynch. Big right hands to the skull of the Irish Lass Kicker. WWE fans counting along as there's the 10th. Big punch to the skull of Lynch. And now Natalya has Becky Lynch set up. Sit out powerbomb. And now Natalya in control of this matchup, as she looks for the rolling neck snap, and she delivers it. And now Natalya hooking the arms of Lynch. Butterfly suplex. Nicely executed there by the Queen of Black Hearts, Natalya. Oh, Lynch with a reversal. And now, wait a minute, looking for a slam. Natalya reverses back into a back suplex. Very competitive matchup here this evening. You'd expect nothing less from these two women, as there's a drop kick to the back by Natalya and a stomp into the midsection as well. And now the submission specialist Natalya with a bow and arrow submission. Of course, Lynch is also a submission specialist, and so she's able to escape right there. Oh, but again, look at this. The power again on display, as now Natalya with a big power slam. Seems to have taken a lot out of Natalya though, as oh, Becky Lynch now with a kip up. Natalya though, no. Lynch lands on her feet, went for the right hand. Natalya hooks the arms again. Lynch though lands on her feet again, and there's a clothesline, and a second one. And now the heel kick by Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is on fire right now, imposing her straight fire. Bexploder. The Bexploder suplex to Natalya, and now Lynch maybe looking for the disarmer. Can she get it locked in? Natalya is down, and Lynch has it locked in. Becky Lynch with a disarmer. Will this be enough to make Natalya tap out here? No, Natalya fights out of the disarmer. Oh, and there's another basement drop kick. Once again targeting the knees of the Irish lass kicker. And now Natalya, after saying bring it in the corner, locks in another bow and arrow submission. But again, Lynch is able to escape. And now Natalya, oh, kick into the midsection. Looking for perhaps a Canadian backbreaker. Yes, she has got it locked in. Submission maneuver again by Natalya. Is Lynch going to tap out to this? Becky Lynch is hanging in there. And Lynch is able to escape again. And now Becky Lynch again targeting the arms of Natalya. Big shot now to the back. And now Natalya gets her face planted into the top turnbuckle. Fireman's carry takeover though by the Queen of Black Hearts. Went for Natty by Nature, that discus clothesline. Lynch countered it with an elbow. And now Natalya once again in the corner. Here's Lynch off the second rope. Tornado DDT. Planting the skull of Natalya into the mat. And now Lynch looking for it again. Another Bexploder. But Lynch is down as well. And both women are laid out in the ring. Who will capitalise first? Lynch crawling into the cover. Natalya able to stay in this match. Both of these women want this victory so much. They want to become the next woman in line to challenge Emma for her SmackDown Women's title. Becky now with another shot to the back of Natalya. Following it up now with a snapmare takedown. And there's a drop kick right to the back. And now Becky Lynch climbing up to the top rope. High risk move coming. Becky Lynch wants Natalya back up to her feet. And she's going to get what she wants. And now Lynch wants Natalya a little bit closer to her. Becky Lynch telling Natalya to step forward a little bit. Oh, nobody home. Natalya wisely getting out of the way. Well scouted there by Natty. As now, Natalya with a Michinoku driver. Here's the cover now to take advantage of the mistake. No. Another near fall. And now Natalya with Natty by Nature. That discus clothesline is delivered. And now Natalya with a big right hand. Setting up Lynch. Look at the power. Face buster by Natalya. Very reminiscent of the Glam Slam used by Natalya's close friend Beth Phoenix when she was in WWE. Natalya now looking for the sharpshooter. Becky countered it. And now Lynch. Another Bexploder suplex. Becky Lynch is on fire with the suplexes tonight. As now Natalya, center of the ring. Becky Lynch looking for it. The full leg clover. And she's got it locked in. Natalya may have to submit here. Is Natalya gonna submit to the full leg clover? Yes, she is. Becky Lynch with the win. Congratulations to the Irish lass kicker. Becky Lynch is one step closer to perhaps becoming the #1 contender to the SmackDown Women's title. A well-deserved victory here tonight for Becky Lynch, and the WWE fans are very pleased indeed. Well, still to come your way tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is coming your way next, our main event of the evening, another King of the Ring tournament match, this time between Randy Orton and Erick Rowan of the Wyatt family. We are back live here on SmackDown Live. And it is time for our main event of the evening. Another first round match in the King of the Ring tournament. And here comes the Wyatt family. The following contest is a first round match in the King of the Ring tournament. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt, representing the Wyatt family, Erick Rowan. While Erick Rowan representing the Wyatt family here tonight for this King of the Ring matchup. Will Erick Rowan be able to advance in the King of the Ring tournament as he comes up against the Apex Predator of WWE, Randy Orton? Here's something to consider though about this King of the Ring tournament. Not only is Erick Rowan involved in this for the Wyatt family, but all three members of the Wyatt family are actually involved in the King of the Ring tournament. So what happens if it comes down to Erick Rowan versus Bray Wyatt? What happens if it comes down to Luke Harper versus Bray Wyatt? What happens then? I'd be very intrigued to find out. Nevertheless, it is Erick Rowan in action here tonight for the family. And here comes his opponent. Introducing his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. Well, this is Randy Orton's first appearance in the new era of WWE tonight. It is great to see the Apex Predator here on SmackDown Live. He is looking to make an impression in his first matchup of the new era by defeating the behemoth that is Erick Rowan. Once again, the winner of the King of the Ring tournament will receive a World Heavyweight Championship match, whether they're on Raw or SmackDown Live at the SummerSlam pay-per-view. In regards to who I think will win the King of the Ring tournament, I have got no idea, because the amount of star power that we have in this tournament is unreal, and that is why, in my opinion, this is the most unpredictable and exciting King of the Ring tournament to date. Just my opinion though, as Rowan starts things off with a big boot to Randy Orton. Right to the face as well. And Rowan just waiting for Orton to get back up to his feet before delivering that big elbow right to the back of the neck. Orton though with the fireman's carry takeover. And now Orton has Erick Rowan taking him down with a snapmare takedown. And this is the style of Randy Orton on full display. Very slow, very methodical is Randy Orton. And now Erick Rowan. Oh, big punch right there to the gut. And now Randy Orton being set up here. No. Orton counters it. Orton countering an attempted pump handle slam there by Rowan. Oh, and there's a DDT. Planting the skull of Rowan into the mat, now following it up with a forearm right to the skull. Oh, and there's a big stomp. Again, that slow style of Randy Orton coming into play, as now you see Luke Harper lurking at ringside. Harper may be a bit worried for his tag team partner and family member, Erick Rowan, as he just throws that steel chair in the ring. Oh, Rowan with a massive clothesline as well. And there's a kick right to the face. And now Rowan just choking the Apex Predator. And Erick Rowan may have a screw loose, but you can't deny that he gets the job done in the ring. Tremendous power at his disposal. Oh, but Orton, what a counter. I think Rowan's head may have hit the steel chair that Harper brought into the match. Rowan, though, counters. Reverse DDT. And now just stomping out the Viper. Erick Rowan with these devastating stomps to the chest of Randy Orton. But Orton back up to his feet. Takes Rowan down with the arm drag. And now Orton lining up Rowan. Big knee right to the skull. And Randy Orton just telling Rowan to get back up to his feet. Rowan staying down. And Orton's going to make him pay for it. Another big knee drop right to the skull. And now look at Harper distracting the Apex Predator. And you just knew it would come down to this. Orton missing the clothesline there. And now Erick Rowan. Look at this power. Gut wrench. Gut buster. WWE fans trying to will Randy Orton on here in this match. Double axe handle reverse by Orton. And now looking for a suplex. Rowan counters with a knee. And now, Rowan has Orton by the neck. Oh, choke slam. And now the Randy chants exploding throughout the arena. As now Erick Rowan has Randy Orton in a bear hug. The bear hug locked in. Randy Orton may have to tap out. Could you imagine being just held in that submission maneuver by the behemoth Erick Rowan? Orton though trying to fight out, and he does with a bell clap. And now Randy Orton, setting up Rowan. He's looking for it. The elevated spike DDT. Vintage Orton. And now Randy Orton's going to hook the outside leg, first cover, I believe, of the match. Oh, but a kick out at 2. Erick Rowan, the behemoth, is still in this match. As now Randy Orton pounding on the mat, looking for it. RKO, got it! RKO out of nowhere. The cover isn't enough to put Rowan away. No! Near fall for the Apex Predator. And now Randy Orton, look at this. The power of Orton now has Rowan up on his shoulders as he just hangs him up there on the rope. And now Orton slamming the arm of Rowan into the mat. Rowan now though with an arm drag. Orton with a jab into the midsection. And now setting up Rowan for an exploder. No, Rowan counters it with a suplex of his own. Double underhook suplex, and now the headbutts right to the skull. My goodness. What is it going to take to put this behemoth away? As now Rowan continues to choke Randy Orton. And the referee's got to do something about that. As now Orton with a knee. And now a Thez press. Orton unloading on Rowan. Randy Orton's just trying to stay on this behemoth. As now Rowan sends Orton to the apron of the ring. And Rowan using his power to bring Orton back in again. And now Rowan again with these vicious stomps to the chest of Randy Orton. And now Erick Rowan, no, Orton DDT. DDT by Randy Orton. And is that going to be enough to put the behemoth away? Here's the cover, shoulders down to advance, no. Kick out again by Rowan. Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt just continuing to look on from ringside as Orton again cranks away at the neck of Rowan. And now Randy Orton, oh no, Rowan with a fireman's carry takeover. And now Rowan again sets Orton up for the gut wrench gutbuster. The knee right into the gut of Randy Orton. And now Rowan's going to send Orton into the corner. Here comes Rowan with a splash. And Randy Orton may be out. It may just be a matter of time. And Rowan's going to look for the finishing blow. Look out, Randy. Oh, Randy lands on his feet. Neck breaker to Rowan. Randy Orton with a great reversal there. And now the WWE fans willing Orton on as Rowan is set up again for another elevated spike DDT. And now the fans want the RKO again, and they just might get it. There it is! RKO for the second time. Is this enough? Yes, it is! Randy Orton has defeated Erick Rowan. Let's take a look at that again. First, the elevated spike DDT to the behemoth, Erick Rowan. And then the fans wanted the RKO, and Orton gave it to them, hitting it onto the behemoth and putting him away. Randy Orton advances to the next round of the King of the Ring tournament. Congratulations, Randy Orton. The Apex Predator with a successful debut to the new era of WWE here tonight in Providence, Rhode Island. Randy Orton joins the likes of Batista, Apollo Crews and Roman Reigns that have all advanced thus far in the King of the Ring tournament. WWE fans, be sure to let me know who you think will win the King of the Ring tournament. And until next week, thank you all for tuning in to SmackDown Live.